feelings that kalau sebut teknologi maksudnya apa? First thing that comes to your mind, the first few words that will come to your mind is sebut teknologi. Dia apa? Macam canggih, lagi apa? Teknologi. Somehow macam sophisticated kan? Lagi apa? Apa lagi? Machine, you just remember technology, machine. Lagi apa? Ya, robot. Maybe teknologi apa lagi? What comes to your mind when you say technology? Apa lagi? Jepun, fikir kan? US agak ni. Industri, kilang, remember that. So macam bila Kak kata perpindahan teknologi, so you remember that macam somehow the foreigners will come and help us and show us more sophisticated way of doing things. Okay? So contoh macam ayah-ayah pun kan, teknologi pengeluaran ketupat. So no, tak ada teknologi. Okay, why? Sebab I never seen buat ketupat menggunakan machine. I don't know. Apa tu? GPS guided. Boleh kan? Atau I'm not see people using notebook untuk buat ketupat, okay, PC untuk buat ketupat. Tapi in economics, technology has a more macam down to earth definition kan. Okay. Siapa nak propose? When you say technology in economics, what do you mean by technology? Dia ada like teknologi pengeluaran. Ni tengok macam dapur je, saya pun risau. Jangan risau sangat, this is an easy thought in society. Bila sebut teknologi, economics, what do we mean by technology?
Production function.
Okay, technology. Okay, that's one way of representing the technology available to a firm. Okay, we use production function, but that's not really technology. That's like a representation of technology. Teknologi, kan sebut teknologi pengeluaran. So okay, that's a good description of technology. In fact, kalau you add several more words, that becomes the definition, one definition of technology. So saya nak tolong tambah beberapa perkataan lagi. It has something to do with combinations of inputs and outputs and outputs. Technology are just different ways of combining inputs in order to produce outputs. Saya tak percaya, but that's technology. Okay, different ways of combining atau mencampurkan atau menyusun atau mengorganisasikan input untuk mengeluarkan output. Jadi dalam konteks economics, kita tak ada statement like teknologi canggih ke tak canggih lah, because the meaning of technology encompasses everything. Okay, kalau teknologi canggih yang macam yang kita faham sekarang ni, maybe what we mean is that dalam konteks kita sebut teknologi canggih, kita maksudkan apa? Satu bentuk pengurusan sumber di mana pengeluaran barangan, okay, secara relatif menggunakan lebih banyak faktor modal berbanding dengan faktor buruh contohnya. Dalam konteks frasa seharian, bila kita teknologi canggih kan. So from the economics perspective, it just ia cuma bermaksud untuk nothing more than that. Jadi kan, dalam konteks pengeluaran barangan, kesesuaian sesuatu kombinasi itu bergantung kepada persekitaran di mana aktiviti pengeluaran dilakukan. Okay. So there is no such thing as this is the best technology for producing shoes atau this is the best technology for producing cars. Walaupun dalam penggunaan seharian kita boleh guna perkataan itu because we mean differently. Tapi in economics, there is no such thing as this is the best production technology without stating the context. Okay, kata, what do you mean by that? Okay, contohnya lah, sebagai contoh. Katakan say we are now operating a factory in say central China. Okay, where labor is so let's say dirt cheap, really cheap. Okay, tak sampai 1/10 what it cost to hire one person say in Seremban Negeri Sembilan. Tak sampai 1/10 pun. Okay, and they are quite highly educated, very well disciplined. Unlike some countries macam some remote areas of Africa, you boleh dapat really cheap labor like 1/20 the cost from Seremban, tapi you cannot expect much from them. Tapi not in China. That's why firms are moving to China, or moving their production bases to China. So kalau if you are operating in central China, producing adalah kasut, okay, so the optimal technology for your firm to adopt would obviously be very different if you were trying to produce sepasang kasut atau kasut yang sama in a factory say in Yokohama, Japan. Biasa kan? Because of the nature of the circumstances ataupun the environment in which the factories operating, you'll find that it's more advantageous. In economics, kita panggil more, it's optimum for you to perhaps use relatively more labor in central China and relatively more capital in Yokohama, Japan. Okay. Sebab tu there are of course instances and cases in which people come up with really strange and stupid recommendation, kan? Macam in order to promote industry industry desa or something, we should introduce personal computers to help pakcik-makcik ni to keep track of dia punya revenue and expenses. Really strange proposal. Sebab apa? Sebab satu, the kind of business that they do dekat kampung-kampung kat desa ni, they don't need even a calculator to compute berapa banyak dia dapat satu hari, kan? Tolak dengan berapa dia beli. Okay. Second, it will take them longer to learn how to use that PC than to produce whatever they're supposed to produce in the first place. So, when we discuss technology, we always ask this golden question. Tapi in economics, kita always have this. Setiap chapter yang kita ambil satu buku ni, there's always one. Usually there's one golden question. Dalam case technology ni, we always ask this question. Okay. How do firms, macam mana firma memilih to produce? This is the question every firm would have to ask itself. Macam mana saya nak kombinasikan atau pilih kombinasi yang optimal dalam usaha saya untuk meluahkan. Now, as we go along, you will find a lot of macam mathematical notations that none of us have seen, none of you have seen before. Then you start to doubt, you start to say, takkanlah all these businessmen tahu semua all the stuff that I'm about to write down. Okay? Tapi in economics, bila kita tunjukkan semua method yang kita gunakan untuk mengoptimalkan satu fungsi, atau untuk menunjukkan bahawa firma memilih kombinasi A atau B atau C dalam proses mengeluarkan output yang tertentu, kita bukan katakan bahawa pengusaha ataupun ejen-ejen ekonomi menggunakan konsep yang kita pakai tu, ataupun all these mathematical operations and notations and programming yang kita buat. That's not what we meant bila kita buat semua tu. What we are trying to show really is to say that all these economic agents behave as if dia faham semua. Bila kita kata sebuah firma dia memaksimalkan keuntungan, okey, dengan memaksimalkan fungsi keuntungan dia, revenue tolak cost, lepas tu dia kalau the functions are 12 differentiable, then dia boleh guna calculus, dia differentiate, and then dia dapatkan the optimal combination of inputs, okay, and then determine the outputs, and then decide on berapa banyak to produce for that particular period. Bila kita tunjukkan semua tu, we are not saying that every single firm will go through that process. Bukan macam tu. But we say as if dia buat macam. A famous quotation is one yang Sam Hussein tulis kan. Sam Hussein sebut something like, dia kata, when we produce economic models, kita bukan maksudkan bahawa individu bergelagat dan menggunakan semua steps yang kita gunakan dalam model tersebut. We don't do that. Tetapi mereka bergelagat seperti dia menggunakan model tersebut, and therefore that model is a good predictor of behavior. Macam I don't understand that. So dia bagi satu contoh. Dia macam, you know that dekat TV, sometimes dia tunjuk ramai apa, bola dekat snooker kan, snooker. So kalau katalah this is supposed to be the ball that is supposed to hit, okay, and the cue ball is here. Alright. So bila dia nak tembak bola ni, shoot this ball, hit this ball so that it goes into that, I don't know whatever they call that thing, lubang kan. Okay. Now from physics point of view, you boleh come up with a model to explain macam mana bola ni boleh dimasukkan dalam lubang ya. Okay, macam mana? You have to show macam mana what angle the kayu should be positioned, berapa degrees relative to the ball. Okay, and then you have to decide on what kind of force. Kalau slow kan, dia tak sampai lah bola ni kan. Kalau kuat sangat kan, takut melantur tak masuk dalam lubang tu. So you can compute mathematically speaking using physics of dynamics, I guess, untuk determine what kind of force that the player has to hit this ball so that at the end of the day dia dapat masukkan bola yang dalam. Okay. At the same time, kalau entah ada halangan kat sini, dia kena ada spin untuk sikit dia kena corner dia kan. So he has to think about how much speed, what will be the angle that he should. Now, masa orang tu pukul bola tu, okay, dia tak tahu pun, he doesn't know even anything about apa. Macam nak kira force, macam nak kira angle, nak kira, dia tak tahu pun. Tapi dia apa? Dia pukul bola tu, he hit the ball as if he understand all this physics behind hitting this ball so that the ball will go into the side pocket or the corner pocket. So serupa juga dengan economics. You will find all these production function lah, utility function, scope regular lah, macam-macam binatang semua tu kan. Okay. Now, bila kita tunjukkan semua tu, macam mana kita nak memaksimalkan utility ataupun memaksimalkan keuntungan menggunakan calculus dan sebagainya, we don't mean that all these pakcik and makcik menjual barang ni, ataupun usahawan, businessman, they go through that process. They don't. Tak ada orang. Ada orang pergi ni, pergi pasar tengok what's so my utility function is kau berapa. Harga baju ni kiko RM30 selai, ni RM40. So according to the maximization process, kira saya suka tengok pakcik buat tu kan, pakcik dia nak maksimalkan utility. Kan? Tetapi bila kita buat pilihan tu, we behave as if kita buat that calculation. Okay, not only that, kita punya calculation tu boleh predict consumers behavior. Contohnya apa? Through our calculation, we can show that if relative prices move in favor of a particular good, move in favor means barang tu harga dia turun lah, then consumers will allocate dia punya income so that they will purchase relatively more of that good yang harganya telah menggunakan model tersebut. Walaupun kita tahu pengguna tidak menggunakan model tersebut dalam menentukan pembelian dia, tapi sebab dia bergeragat seperti seolah-olah dia menggunakan model tersebut, maka model tersebut menjadi apa? Satu model yang baik untuk mengurangkan gelagat tersebut. Okay. Macam yang dia pilih optimal combination, which are actually teknologi yang patut dipilih lah. Okay. So what they do first is, apa yang dia perlu buat first, okay, yang ni usually kita label as required. Like a wise person should, orang yang bijak kan, dia terburu-buru, he will first weigh all possibilities. Dalam kes kita, if you want to choose the optimal combinations of inputs in order to produce certain vector of outputs, range of outputs for different goods and services, first we look at all production possibilities. Bunyi macam canggih, macam apa ni, susah sangat. This is not difficult concept. This is like very, bunyi je canggih, tapi maksudnya very simple. Apa dia production possibility sets? Production possibility sets are just all different ways yang you boleh fikirkan yang boleh mengeluarkan output bagi satu atau lebih barangan. Okay. Contohnya, satu elemen production possibility set untuk mengeluarkan kasut adalah 3 orang bekerja, satu apa? Seekor kambing lah. Kulit kambing apa? Sejambak ke? Sejambak. Sekeping. Kulit kambing. Okay, sebilah pisau. Segulung benang, jauh, whatever lah. That's one production possibility set. Okay, that's one element of the production possibility set. Set ni just, kalau saya kata set set ini mewakili semua kereta yang ada di Malaysia. So kereta saya tu salah satu elemen dalam set tersebut lah. Kereta you salah satu elemen dalam set tersebut. Okay. So in this conception, this shouldn't scare you lah. Sebab ada orang takut, doktor saya buka buku ni tengok production business, dia dah takut lah. Nak takut, this is what, nothing, this simple. Cuba tengok, kalau you jumpa kawan baru dalam buku ni, you see many kawan-kawan baru lah. Production possibility set lah, input kawan yang semua tu orang baru tu. Jangan takut. Dia takut, how are you? Okay, what are you really representing? Oh, I'm representing all different combinations of inputs that are capable of producing different combinations of output. And you call me Mr. Production Possibility Set. Now, kita boleh, okay, this production possibility set of course represent technology. Kalau saya kata contohnya macam okay, let me just to macam make sure that you understand this concept. Production possibility set for the production of shoes in central China, okay, is likely to be the same ataupun dissimilar, tak sama dengan production possibility set available ataupun yang boleh yang wujud di Yokohama, Japan. Possibly ada different combination kan, untuk keluarkan barang kan, input yang berbagai untuk mengeluarkan output yang berbagai lah. Jadi discuss every single way of producing, if you like, different amounts of shoes ataupun kotak atau kereta, whatever. So my question is, this production possibility set, is it the same kalau you speak tentang production in Yokohama, Japan, there's in some place in central China, ataupun dia berbeza? The set
Same.
same
Set's the same.
Okay. One argument is to say is the same. Sebab apa? Dia kata you can always replicate apa yang dibuat di central China, okay, di Yokohama, and vice versa. Okay. Some people say, oh no, it's not the same. So apa? Sebab taking the realities of the environment or the circumstances in which production takes place, say one person, one man day is not the same in China berbanding dengan di Yokohama. Okay, so therefore the production possibility set are different. Now, what I've just stated is not really important in the sense that itu akan menentukanlah oleh faham tidak apa dimaksudkan production possibility set. Tapi cuma benda itu should make you think a little further lah. Jadi kalau production possibility set describes all possible combinations of inputs in order to produce different combinations of output, adakah itu bermakna bahawa this production possibility set is the same regardless of where you are located? Now, the optimal choice may be different. Macam saya sebut lah, you tend to use more labor dekat China and more capital dekat Yokohama, Japan. But we're talking now about a possibility set. We're not selecting anything yet. Kita cerita je proses cara untuk mengeluarkan berbagai jenis barangan berdasarkan input yang berbagai-bagai tu. Kita tak kata lagi, kita masih belum buat pilihan yang terbaik lah. Setiap soalan mesti ada jawapan. Tak mesti kan? Macam saya tanya tadi, should it be the same ataupun different? Kan? Siapa sini insist mesti ada jawapan yang betul? Tak mesti. Semua soalan ada satu jawapan betul.